Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said he is still ready to sign a minerals sharing deal with the U.S. despite a heated clash with President Donald Trump in the White House. The confrontation saw Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance berate Zelensky, accusing him of being ungrateful and refusing peace terms with Russia. Trump warned, "You don't have the cards right now," and told Zelensky to leave, later stating he could return when ready for peace. European leaders quickly voiced support for Ukraine. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Poland's Donald Tusk, and Italy's Giorgia Meloni all reaffirmed solidarity. US allies condemned Trump's stance, while Russia celebrated the fallout, with former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev mocking Zelensky. Zelensky, refusing to apologize, emphasized Ukraine's need for US support and said relations with Trump could still be repaired. He dismissed compromises with the killer but acknowledged wishing the dispute had not been public. Trump, who has spoken frequently with Putin, maintains that he is a neutral mediator and has called Zelensky a dictator. Meanwhile, Russian forces continued their assault on Ukraine, launching new attacks near the border. Hamas's armed wing released footage of Israeli hostages, urging a ceasefire for their release. AFP could not verify the video's authenticity. Hamas condemned Israel's demolition of homes in the New Shams camp, calling it a war crime and urging the UN to intervene against Israeli actions in the West Bank. Meanwhile, the ceasefire's first phase ends as Ramadan begins, with fears of violence at Al-Aqsa Mosque and ongoing humanitarian struggles in Gaza. Many Palestinians remain displaced and face food insecurity. Moreover, UN officials stressed the need to extend the ceasefire to maintain aid delivery, with reports of children dying from hypothermia due to inadequate shelter. In related news, the Gaza Health Ministry reported 48,388 killed and 111,803 wounded since October 7, while thousands remain under rubble. The government media office claims the toll exceeds 61,000. Lastly, Switzerland will host a UN-mandated conference on Palestinian civilian protection on March 7, inviting Geneva Convention signatories. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif launched a 20 billion rupees Ramadan package for 4 million deserving families, around 20 million people. Unlike previous years, the package will bypass Utility Stores Corporation, USC, to prevent corruption and poor quality distribution. The government is also planning to shut down USC operations nationwide. In other news, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's Counterterrorism Department, CTD, announced a monetary reward for information about an unidentified suicide bomber responsible for Friday's attack on Darul Uloom Haqqaniya, which killed Maulana Hamidullah Haqqani and 5 others, injuring 18. Meanwhile, Chief of Army Staff General Asim Munir inaugurated medical, IT, and combat training initiatives, including the CMH Institute of Medical Sciences, CIMS, and an integrated combat simulator. His visit followed a counter-terrorism operation in North Waziristan, where 6 terrorists were killed. He encouraged students to focus on education for national progress. Lastly, Karachi grenade attack. A grenade attack on Preeti police station injured 3 policemen. Authorities suspect involvement from the Baloch Liberation Front, BLF, or Liari gangs, linking it to previous attacks in Karachi's South District.